What's cracking? What's rolling YouTube? It's your Loke Phantom Loke, aka Silk the Lokester, just keeping it 3100.
I see you folks clicking up, looking like you tough, acting like you banging now, nigga. Walk around with that flag out your pocket until the real come and ask what you claiming now, nigga. 1, 2, 3, oh shots from a loose cannon and it's blazing through your torso, nigga. 1, 2, 3, oh shots from a loose cannon and it's blazing through your doors now, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, that Loke is back. Come for your section, them shells rat-a-tat-tat. Cause what you banging, what you claim, you know what's up. If a person know got that dagger exposing your fucking guts. Yeah, that blue been in me. Free my big cousin, cuz like me. Our gang's different, but we both bleed blue. Heart pump no Kool-Aid, them shots come through. I stay true blue, been true to that blue. Been true to the cause, so what about you?
For all those new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. For everybody else, let's jump right into it. Today's topic of discussion is about how young Ant Jefe and Lush, during a recent No Jumper segment, they got into it, and how Lush, out of anger, said the derogatory term for a Crip. I ain't gonna say it, but if you know, you know. Let's jump right into it. So, how I feel about it, when you're on these platforms and all that, like No Jumper or Vlad TV and all that, you're supposed to keep it professional. So this just goes back to like when 607 Unk said Hoover, what remover, right? So same situation, just different individuals. And this time, instead of just in the blood, Lush is just in the Crip, you know? And these two specific derogatory terms are not friendly, especially when you go to the land where it came from. Those are not friendly words. You are liable to get your ass whooped on sight at that exact moment for saying some shit like that. Hell, that's everywhere where we at, but definitely in the land where it all started. And yeah, at this point, this shit is just, I mean, just that whole podcast and all that. I'm talking about like No Jumper and all that. Right now, it's just looking, well, actually for a while it's been, but it's just looking really goofy and all that, because you guys are just bringing niggas that are supposed to be enemies to each other, you know what I'm saying, on the same platform table and all that, and then, you know shit's about to go down and all that, you know, especially if their hoods don't really see eye to eye or whatever the case may be. But now you got a whole civilian, to my knowledge, Lush, saying derogatory terms and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, you guys are not saying cut, you guys are not like stopping it at that moment and all this shit. You guys just letting it go on and on and on. And it's like, you know, just people react so much on emotion. They let their emotions get to them and all that, to the point where they start saying and doing shit, you know, that takes shit to a whole nother level and all that. See, when you're mellow-headed and when you're, you know what I'm saying, what I've always been told was this shit's 90% mental, 10% physical. It's the smart niggas, you know what I'm saying, that live to see another day, and it's the smart niggas that outlive the niggas that's trying to be hard, or the niggas, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and third and all that shit, you know? I'm just touching up on this topic because it's a new trending topic and all that, so I ain't gonna be long about it, but that's basically how I feel. Like, you know, I feel like, okay, put it like this. If you're on a professional platform and all that, carry yourself in a professional way and don't bring those derogatory terms on platform and all that. Now, I know there was an interview where Nipsey said, you know what I'm saying, both terms and all that, but see, here's my thing about it. Nipsey, you know, not only he was a mainstream high-profile artist and all that shit, but he's very respected amongst both sides and all that. You know, he even had his rivals, his enemies, respecting him. You know what I'm saying? That shit goes a long way and all that. And he was just breaking it down. He was just bringing the gang culture down and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't calling nobody this, that, and third and all that. He was literally, like, breaking down the gang culture for those that don't know, you know, and how niggas would take offense to that shit, depending on who they and what they are. But what Lush did and all that, and Young Ant Jefe, these two got in their emotions, got into a spat, and then Lush started calling out derogatory terms. See, how I feel like it is, if it was me and I was on those platforms and all that, first of all, certain questions I'm not answering. That's number one. Let's get that out of the way. Number two, certain things I'm not going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And then number three, I'm just going to keep it professional and all that. You know, if I have to sit down with someone that's from the other side and all that, you know, then I have to still carry it in a certain way because I'm on a professional platform. I can't bring the street, you know what I'm saying, attitude and all that shit on platform, like professional platform. I gotta keep them two separate. You know, the streets, handle that shit in the streets. When you're in professional time, you're on professional time, so. But once you get to the dissing, the slandering, and all this other shit, then, you know, you basically just threw all that shit out the window and all that. And it really shows a certain level of immaturity, as I would say. So how I feel is when you're on these platforms, keep a cool head, level head. It's okay to disagree. It's okay. Like, not everybody's going to have your mindset. Not everybody's going to think the way you think. And not everybody's going to agree with you. Agree to disagree and all that shit sometimes too. But you guys got to handle that in a professional manner. You guys can't, like, you know what I'm saying, just blow a lid off just because it's so unless it's like something very crucial and violating. Like, oh, if you say some shit like a pedophile has a right to live or some shit like that, then yeah, I can see anybody that's decent and that's humane and all that blow their fucking lid off because what? Or an animal abuser or some shit like that. Woman abuser, you know what I'm saying? Child molester, you know what I'm saying? But this situation stems from the snitching shit and all that. I mean, the law has been laid down for how long and all that? You guys acting like this is all new to you and all this sort of shit. Or, oh, this is a new millennium and this is a new era and all this shit. We should change the rules. No. Whatever definition a snitch is, that's what a snitch is. Whatever, you know what I'm saying, category and all that shit, that's what a snitch is. There's no changing that shit. But you motherfuckers on some other shit, like you guys want to change the game and all that. But, I mean, hey, this is why now these days I just stay out the way and I just observe shit. You know, but I'm just keeping it 3100 and that's my view on this shit.
You don't know now what's that I claim? I claim 3-0. You ask what I bang? I bang 3-0 with an A in the middle. Avenues, cuz, but I ain't with the riddles. Keeps it 3100, but people not like me. I see the weird shit going on repeatedly. But I'm a go-getter, I goes and gets. Never a lazy ass nigga ambitious with my bets. Cross the line, pay the debt. Even with your life, pay the debt. Gotta pay the toll, that's how life rolls. I seen too many plays solid, but they always fold. Had a beating heart, froze that shit cold. Don't give a fuck, I'm in that fucking mode. Seen one side, but now it's the other side. One slick mouth, that life of yours, bye-bye.